Okay, so our first look at Super Bowl salaries for the February 13th showdown between the Bengals and Rams. And we have a massive millionaire contest for this one, of course we do. $6 million in total prizes, with $1 million going to first, all right? It's only $15 to enter, and it's never too early to reserve your spot in the contest. Go check it out in the DraftKings lobby right now while these guys help you with your lineups. We're going to start here by taking a look at salaries of big-name players, and tell me who you'd rather have. So we got Matt Stafford in the captain spot. He's going to be $16,200. In the flex, $10,800. Or Burrow, if you put him in your captain spot, $15,900. In the flex, he's $10,600. Pearce, what do we think?
I'll take Burrow. I don't think Stafford is going to have a good game, but the biggest issue with Stafford is if you roster him, then you have to roster Cooper Kupp, and then you have absolutely no money left whatsoever to build a lineup. Whereas if you go with Burrow, and I know Burrow hasn't thrown for 400 yards in these playoff games, he is facing playoff defenses, and I don't really expect any of these quarterbacks to go over 300 yards. I don't expect really them to have a big game either. I just want the quarterback that allows me to build a better lineup, and I like my chances with Burrow and some of these secondary and tertiary receivers.
All right, what do we think out of these two guys? Steve, who do you like better?
Yeah, I was all prepared to talk about Patrick Mahomes because on our show on Sunday, everyone was saying how crazy I was that, the Bengals aren't going to beat the Chiefs. So why am I talking about Joe Burrow? Well, look at those two idiots aren't on the show today. Big surprise. They have to go tuck in their tails and leave. So let's talk about the man of the hour, Joe Burrow, and how he's going to light this Rams team up. Now, look. They got a very, very strong, front four that he's going to have to deal with. And we've seen what happens when Joe Burrow gets under pressure. I mean, he got sacked 9 times in that game against the Tennessee Titans. Newsflash, though, even though he got sacked 9 times, still threw for 348 yards, completing almost 76% of his pass attempts in that game. He's going to be feeling that same type of pressure in this one here. But with that being said, I think Burrow has shown on multiple occasions now that he is more than, tough enough to do that and be able to get through that. Look at the adjustments the Bengals made in the second half of that game. It was unbelievable to make the Chiefs look as bad as they was, and he really wasn't even under pressure in the second half. So if they can do that for this game, they have 2 weeks to prepare. That's going to be one of the best, the most important things that they have to do. This is one of those games where I think Burrow can light up that opposing secondary, so I love using Burrow in this spot.
All right, who do you like in this spot, Matt?
So I'm going to talk slate dynamics a little bit because I think that most people are going to play Burrow and pass catchers. That's just kind of what I'm hearing, not just from Steve and Pearce. It kind of just seems like that's the chalk build. That's what people are going to do. In terms of price, I mean, Burrow and Stafford are similar and they're priced pretty similarly. So I don't have a strong take as far as who is more undervalued price-wise, but I do think Burrow and the Bengals receivers will be the chalk. And to Pierce's point about Cooper Kupp, it's hard to fit Cooper Kupp, and this slate doesn't really have a ton of value. And to me, Stafford with Kupp, with some other weirdness in the lineup after that, that feels actually relatively contrarian. So I kind of want to start the lineup with Stafford, maybe not in the captain spot, because I think the lineup that you make with Stafford has a better shot to win tournaments than the lineup that you make with Burrow.